Welcome to our latest White Pod. I'm Stephen Lane, your host with White Labs. I have Lee with us today.
Hey, how are y'all?
Hey, Lee, feel free to introduce yourself and tell our audience about your background.
My name is Lee Carter. I'm the founder and president of Mattress, producer and retailer Sleep Essentials. I've been in the business 19 and a half years. I make my own mattresses. If I may brag a little bit, I make the best.
All
When I
right.
first got started in business 19 and a half years ago, I sold big brand name mattresses. You know, the names you've always heard of. It didn't take but a couple years to realize the bigger the brand name, the bigger the junk. They're masters of marketing. They make you an inferior product and then they spin it to you as if it's a superior product. Unfortunate thing is that they're made of plastic foam. Most everything today is made of polyurethane foam, which is plastic. It has a very short life. A plastic foam softens with use, so it loses its support value. And if you read the fine print of most mattress companies' warranties, they admit to you that it softens because they exclude softening of the foam in the fine print of the warranty. So when you call them up after a couple of years, the mattress has got a huge dip in it, the mattress has gotten a lot softer. But guess what? That's not covered under warranty because the manufacturers know that consumers don't read the fine print. So after 2 years of being in business, I started to realize I need to do something different. Now, this is what's really cool. You know, when I sold mattresses and I delivered them, I hauled off the used mattresses for my customers. It's part of the delivery service. Occasionally you run across somebody who has a mattress that's 30, 40 years old. Well, I would cut them open. What's inside? Why are the mattresses I'm selling not lasting, but mattresses 30, 40 years old, why did they last? Well, what I run into is no polyurethane foam, and some mattresses were made of natural latex rubber. Natural latex rubber is the sap of a rubber tree. So we're not talking about a plastic foam product. We're talking about natural sap of a rubber tree foam.
Okay.
And they lasted 30, 40 years. So
Yeah.
I decided to get rid of memory foam. I had a lot of memory foam in my showroom. Let's get rid of the memory foam because it doesn't support very long. It softens with use. And I brought in brand name latex. So I had to learn after the next year or two that the way latex is made today is not the same as it was made 40 years ago, 50 years ago. So as the old saying goes, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So I now make my own mattresses.
Okay.
And I make them out of nothing but the sap of a rubber tree.
Gotcha. I can definitely attest to that. I have a memory foam mattress from Nectar, only 2.5 years, and it's not holding up well.
Memory foam, polyurethane foam, it all softens, so it loses its support value. It's not going to support you as well. Now, here's what's really fascinating about this whole industry. A year and a half after I started producing my own mattresses, this was back in July, when the Consumer Product Safety Commission began requiring all mattresses sold in the United States must be flame retardant. Now, that sounds like a nice feature. You're going to save people from mattress fires. But the only way mattress manufacturers can meet these standards is to infuse the surface materials with toxic fire retardant chemicals. So looking into this, I have to make my mattress compliant. How am I going to do this? That's how I learned about it. Since I've had hundreds of people contact me all over the country saying they have permanent neurological damage, thyroid issues, skin itching and rashing from the fire retardant chemicals. Well, if the Consumer Product Safety Commission, by the way, admits all these chemicals are toxic, why did they regulate mattresses to be flame retardant if it means people sleeping in toxic substances? The truth is the Consumer Product Safety Commission's bought and paid for.
Yeah.
You can imagine how much money the chemical industry makes by these regulations.
Of
And
course,
the Consumer Product Safety Commission's, I can't prove this, but obviously, like everything in our government, it's bought and paid for. Somebody's paying somebody under the table to get these regulations, so the chemical industry makes lots of money. So consumers today are sleeping in toxic substances to make somebody rich. Now, Sleep Essentials, what I do is different. I don't make mattresses. I make materials or supply materials for people to make their own mattress.
Okay.
So if I make you a mattress, it has to be flame retardant. But if I sell you a kit to make your own, the list of materials, it doesn't have to be flame retardant. Thus, it doesn't have the chemicals in it. So my mattresses are virtually, as far as I know, the only mattress company in the United States today that makes a chemical-free mattress.
It makes sense. So tell me more about your product. So how does it all work? You just get tell me more about the kit.
Well, okay. So, a lot of mattress companies have gone to online only, right? You order it online. They give you a 100-day trial period. If you don't like it, you can send it back or donate and get your money back. Now, in order for companies to pull that off, they have to sell you something dirt cheap. So it's not only are these mattresses predominantly plastic foam, it's rock bottom cheap plastic foam. That way they can afford to throw away a mattress. So you buy an online mattress, you spend $800, $900 for a queen. It didn't cost them much to make. That's how they pull off the 100-day trial. So if 25% of people send the mattress back, say I didn't like it, they still made money. Okay. But the problem to the consumer is that mattress is only going to last 1 to 2 to 3 years and you throw it away.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm making online mattresses, but mine's made of nothing but the sap of a rubber tree, not plastic. And I ship it to you in layers. So you're going to get 3-inch layers of latex, and you're going to layer those together and put a cover over it so that you have one pure sap of a rubber tree. You have no fire retardant chemicals. You can modify the firmness. Let's say down the road you decide you need a little firmer, a little softer. You can take the cover off. It's a zip-on cover. You replace the top layer with something softer, something firmer. You've modified it without buying a whole new mattress. In fact, to combat the 100-day free trial that everybody offers, people contact me all the time. Hey, what's your trial period? And I tell people, look, the companies that offer trial periods have to sell you a colossal piece of junk. They can't afford to take losses on quality mattresses. It has to be rock bottom junk plastic foam to pull that off. I'm using natural latex rubber, which, by the way, the rubber is only grown in certain places in the earth, tropical rainforests. My latex comes from Sri Lanka. So it's coming from the other side of the earth. They tap the side of the tree. They only get about a pint a day out of a mature tree. So you can imagine how expensive it is to produce this latex foam. So I can't take it back. So what we offer is a 60-day comfort assurance policy. Now, my customers call, they'll inquire about, what do you recommend? We make 4 different arrangement recommendations, or you can build your own recommendation. You go to our website, Sleep Essentials, and build your own and buy the 3 layers you want. You got ultra firm, medium, soft, and ultra soft. So you got 6 different firmness layers to choose from. Build it the way you want it. However, most of our customers buy one of our arrangement recommendations. We have 4 arrangement recommendations, so they're layers recommended how we recommend it. The 2 bottom layers are always your support layers. That keeps you sleeping flat, so your spine is supported correctly. And the top layer is a little softer for pressure point relief. Then it comes down to height and weight, what you like, and so forth, like things like that. Most of our customers buy the 2 in the middle, the AR1. AR, by the way, stands for Arrangement Recommendation. Because again, I'm not selling you a mattress. I'm selling you a list of materials. I'm selling you this list of materials. Arrangement Recommendation 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Most of our customers buy 2 and 3. They're the 2 in the middle. Not so many people are buying the extreme firm or the extreme soft. Most people fit for the 2 in the middle. But let's say you get an AR3. That's the firmer of the 2 in the middle. You get it home, you decide it's a touch too soft or a touch too firm. We give you 60 days. We don't charge you a thing except for shipping to ship you a new layer to firm it up or soften it. You don't have the headaches of shipping anything back to us. It's a no-lose situation. That way we fine-tune it right to where you need it. And literally 90% of our customers are overwhelmingly happy with the latex mattress because there's nothing that matches it.
Awesome.
Now, one of the things that people ask about, by the way, and you may even desire to ask this question, do they sleep hot? Because sometimes people think that, rubber foam may sleep hot. No, memory foam sleeps hot, and most people can attest to that. Memory foam is a closed cell foam, so it can't breathe. Air can't flow through it. It encapsulates and holds heat. Latex is an open celled foam. Plus, there's a hole every square inch. So latex is much, much cooler than any memory foam. It's much, much more durable. It's natural. Here's another thing. One of the things that people complain about memory foam is that once the memory foam molds to the contours of your body, it's hard to turn over. You got to pick yourself up out of the mold to turn over in the bed. Latex is instant recovery. So it's extremely easy to turn over in. So all the complaints that people have with memory foam, latex solves.
Gotcha. So what's your future plan with the brand?
Well, just like any company, if you're not growing, you're dying. I want to grow it. And I've got some real good prospects in advertising in the future, in the near future for growing the brand. The overwhelming majority of my growth has come from word of mouth. People see my videos. Now, by the way, if you go to Sleep Essentials, the stuff that I've just talked to you about, I've done in a video. It's on the homepage of my website. I teach you everything you need to know about mattresses. And I teach you the gimmicks in the industry, the garbage materials. And then I show you with evidence how durable latex is. So when people see the video, they forward it to friends, anybody they know that's in the market for a mattress. You need to see this guy's video because it speaks for itself. It educates the public. It's not a 30-second sales pitch. Because that's what the online mattress companies do. Great feeling mattress, wonderful mattress, 100-day free trial. If you don't like it, send it back. Hey, it's a no-lose situation. It's a total loss for people that buy it and keep it past 100 days because they're going to throw it away in a couple of years. And then in a couple of years, they're sleeping in toxic chemicals. So what I'm doing by far is the best mattress that can be made, and it solves all issues.
Gotcha. And you have a store in Virginia too, right?
I have one retail location in Virginia, but 85% of my sales is drop ship.
And most people go to your website, correct?
Correct. You can go to my website. You can order online. Tons of videos there to learn about the industry. I even have tons of videos, news report videos talking about the toxic chemicals in mattresses. So it's not just me claiming that these chemicals in mattresses are toxic. There's tons of national news reports about the subject, and I put it all on my website. Most consumers, you go in a mattress store, the mattress salesman doesn't tell you anything about it. So you're clueless when you go buy something whether or not it's got chemicals in it and what the chemicals are and what they how they affect you. And I give people stories of people getting seriously ill. I mean, there's a woman from Illinois that contacted me that has permanent neurological damage from her mattress.
Wow.
She sent me a sample of the mattress. I sent it to a chemical lab and had it tested. It had 30 times the level of antimony in it that is considered safe.
Wow.
Antimony is heavy metal. It's more toxic than mercury. It's a fire retardant chemical.
Can you say what brand that is?
I don't want to say the brand. Yeah, I know exactly what brand it is. It's a big brand name.
Okay.
I had a lady from Texas contact me, and you'll be fascinated by this. She bought a new mattress for her 7-year-old daughter. Her 7-year-old daughter started into full puberty. Full-blown adult puberty. Went to her doctor. Her doctor says it's probably something environmental. You got to do the process of elimination to figure out what it is. She decided, well, we did buy our new mattress. Let's buy something different. So they bought her something supposedly organic, something different. And fortunately, the puberty reversed itself.
That's wild.
Now, she's doing homework on the internet trying to figure out what this is, and the National Institutes of Health published an article showing where one brominated chemical mimics estrogen.
Wow.
I published a link to that article by the National Institutes of Health on my website. You can read it for yourself. It's no wonder this girl started into full puberty. Now, ask yourself the question, how many people in this country are having thyroid problems or sexual identity problems because they're sleeping in something that mimics estrogen?
It could be a lot.
It could be a lot. So I'm solving that problem by chemical-free mattresses.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So since 85% of your sales are from your website, a lot of our audiences have e-commerce websites themselves. What activities are you doing to promote your website?
Lots of YouTube videos. I do promote on YouTube videos. I promote a little bit on Reddit. Getting ready to start a national campaign that's going to be phenomenally good. But I'm telling you, literally, I don't advertise a whole lot. Most of my business comes from word of mouth, referrals, and repeat customers.
Awesome. Lee, you answered pretty much all the questions I normally ask, and I didn't even have to ask them, and I appreciate that.
Well, if we get off the phone, you'll think of things you wish you asked me.
I mean, look, I'm very impressed. It makes me want to go get a new mattress because I have a Nectar mattress and it's terrible. So I like it. So is there anything else you want our viewers to know about you and your brand?
Oh, gosh, it's a great question. I don't know how to answer that. Here's the other thing. Here's something that's fascinating. And this is controversial. I'm going to say something really controversial here that I can't prove. But most people, when they hear it, they're like, yeah, I can see that. You remember that woman who had permanent neurological damage? She sent me a sample of her mattress and I tested it. I got it tested in a chemical lab. It had 30 times the level of antimony that is considered safe. When I got the results back, I thought to myself, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Why would a company infuse their mattresses with extra chemicals? What's happening is this large mattress company is importing their materials from China. China is overdosing stuff they send here with toxic substances to make Americans sick. Now, everything I do is made here in the States. Now, when I say that, of course, I've already mentioned the latex is made in Sri Lanka because that's the only way to get natural rubber. It's from the actual source. Rubber trees don't grow in the continental United States. But the covers that I use, it's all domestic. It's all right here in the United States. So the fabrics that I use, all made in the United States. So support American workers and avoid Chinese products as best you can.
Great answers. I appreciate you coming on the White Pod, Lee. Thank you so much. And this was great.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope it's informative to your listeners and your viewers. I think the more people know about this, the more people realize, when you go into a showroom, don't buy the 30-second sales pitch. And most salespeople in furniture mattress stores really don't know the product. I'm the proverbial expert. I've been doing this 19 and a half years. I make my own mattress. I make the best stuff there is.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. And, you sold me. So
thank you. Check out my website, Sleep Essentials. There's a complete mattress education on the home page. Tells you everything you need to know. You can order there, but most of my customers call me and talk to me and ask questions, which is understandable.
And is it you that answers every time?
Not every time, but a
Most
lot.
of the time.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Lee. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.